Hello and welcome to Culture Mosaic, our culture updates giving you the best culture picks of the week. We have put together a great show for you today. In the next half hour, we will discover different genres of art such as Western calligraphy or filmmaking. Here's a quick look to sum up our reports. Western calligraphy gains popularity among Vietnamese youngsters. Film producer seeks to find justice for wild animals. And later on, let's discover how the magical world comes from pages to reality through Quidditch game. First, let's take a quick look at our cultural highlights from the past week. Several events took part to mark Valentine's Day, including comedy show Laughing Love at the Hanoi Opera House. The show included 5 skits which provided audiences with laughter on the traditional day of love.
This is Lonely Bird, a skit in the comedy show Laughing Love. The skit is about a meeting of Lonely Bird Club where a group of men share their feelings and thoughts about relationships.
Từ đầu đến cuối kịch thì là đều tìm cách để chống lại phụ nữ, nhưng kết kịch thì vẫn rất là nhân văn, vẫn là cuối cùng là vẫn phải về với vợ.
Câu chuyện các ông đàn ông nói về chị em phụ nữ thì qua đấy thì mình cũng hiểu được là các ông nghĩ gì về bản thân mình cũng là phụ nữ thì làm tôi thấy là rất là ý nghĩa và sẽ rút ra được những cái tình huống cho gia đình nhà mình.
With men and women as subjects of 5 skits, Crushing the River, Wedding Night, Looking out the Mirror, and Lonely Bird, the show gave audiences both sad and happy moments.
Người ta thường hay không gộp khái niệm tình yêu và cười vào với nhau. Nghe nó rất là nghịch nhĩ, nhưng nó lại rất là hợp lý khi mà chúng tôi truyền tải nó bằng những thông điệp, những câu chuyện vui nhẹ nhàng về tình yêu, hôn nhân đôi lứa.
Cuối cùng, chúng tôi muốn đọng lại là gì? Có tình yêu, có tất cả. Và khi ra về thì mọi người sẽ cảm thấy rằng là chúng ta sẽ quên bớt những cái nhọc nhằn, những cái vất vả hoặc những cái sự bon chen không cần thiết để con người có thể gần với nhau hơn.
Thông qua tiếng cười, đương nhiên là chương trình cười thì phải mang lại tiếng cười cho khán giả, nhưng bên cạnh đó thì mang lại ý nghĩa và mỗi người đều phải rút ra bài học bản thân mình về tình yêu.
Laughing Love brought laughter and also tears, providing a unique gift about love for couples on Valentine's Day.
The tourists flocked to Chak Wei Vegetable Village in Quảng Nam Province on Sunday for the Cầu Bông Festival. The festival is held in honor of those who have set up the village a lucrative vegetable business and pray for abundant crops, happiness, and prosperity. It is also an opportunity to introduce special vegetables to visitors. Festival goers will have a chance to try their hand at actual farming by plowing and sowing the land, making beds, planting seedlings, and watering fields. The festival includes a boat race and wishes for fruitful crops, prosperity, and security for the local people. The 2016 Yên Tử Spring Festival officially opened on Wednesday, the 10th day of the first lunar month in Uông Bí City in the northern province of Quảng Ninh. Vice State President Nguyễn Thị Doan attended the ceremony. Yên Tử, recognized as the country's leading center of Buddhism, is located 50 kilometers from Hạ Long City. The route of the pilgrimage, which runs from the foot of Yên Tử Mountain to its highest peak, is almost 30 kilometers. Dome Pagoda, which sits atop the peak, is more than a kilometer above sea level. The area's beautiful landscape and awe-inspiring scenery, along with surrounding ancient pagodas and hermitages, are said to be why King Trần Nhân Tông, the third king of the Trần dynasty and founder of the Trúc Lâm Zen monastery, passed the throne to his son in order to become a monk at Yên Tử Mountain. Local authorities are wrapping up an application to UNESCO for Trúc Lâm Yên Tử to be recognized as a World Cultural Heritage. The Thi Thung Mao traditional horse race is a unique festival held annually in Tuy An District, Phú Yên Province, on the 9th day of the first lunar month. The event attracts thousands of people from across the country thanks to its folk values and traditions.
The race course is set on flat ground in the mountainous commune of An Xuân. This year, 32 athletes from the district entered the event. They were divided into 8 semi-final rounds to compete for the championship. What is unique about the Thi Thung Mao horse race is that the horses work year-round, homely vehicles and transporting goods. However, on festival day, they become race horses, cheered by spectators.
Mấy con mình để mấy con như vậy hay mà cũng có sự huấn luyện rất là chu đáo sao thấy chạy rất hay.
The amateur athletes are sons of farmers who raise horses. That's why the event is considered purely for provincial farmers. As neither the horses nor riders are accustomed to racing, from time to time awkward moments do happen. The horses may suddenly stop, refuse their riders, or even knock them down. Nevertheless, this is all the more reason to attend the event.
Tôi nghĩ cái việc tranh tài với nhau á không quan trọng là việc cống hiến và cho mọi người cái phút giây vui vẻ.
Sẽ đầu tư về đường đua, đầu tư về chất lượng ngựa đua, đầu tư về kỵ sĩ để làm sao mà phát triển cái giải đua này không phải cái lễ hội này không phải của chỉ Tuy An mà của tỉnh Phú Yên.
Horses in An Xuân commune play an important role in the daily life of the people. These animals are considered family members by their owners. Thus, the event has become at once a cultural and sporting event to celebrate spring and attract tourists. The district is working on a plan to maintain and develop the race with hopes for the participation of other localities in the region.
Now, Western calligraphy has existed for thousands of years and predominantly uses the usual Latin alphabet. This artistic way of writing provides a unique way of capturing impulses and emotions of a moment in time. In recent years, Western calligraphy has become popular in Vietnam. And in this week's Culture and Lifestyle, we'll find out more about the art and how it has attracted a host of Vietnamese pen lovers.
Western calligraphy is the art of writing that originated in Western countries, using mainly the Latin alphabet as its medium. It is the design and execution of letters and words with writing instruments. Today, Western calligraphy finds diverse applications, from functional inscriptions to works of fine art. It is typically used for private purposes such as wedding invitations, logo designs, and memorial documents. Calligraphers emphasize the appearance of letters over other factors like ease and speed. Students may spend years learning the craft and the unique loops and flourishes that make up letters. According to Đào Huy Hoàng, one of Vietnam's most well-known calligraphers, Western calligraphy attracts Vietnamese young people with its aesthetic value.
Trong thời đại số hiện nay thì các công cụ máy móc ấy thì giúp thực hiện các công việc nó nhanh hơn thôi. Còn các giá trị cốt lõi thì đều bắt nguồn từ calligraphy cả. Cho nên là nó là cái giá trị mà không thể thay đổi được.
Like other art forms, Western calligraphy requires few items to start. A calligraphy pen, water-based ink, and paper. With the right tools and instruction, anyone can learn calligraphy. However, constant practice is needed to develop the skill.
Có thể nói là calligraphy là nghệ thuật của sự kiên nhẫn. Nếu bạn không có sự kiên nhẫn thì bạn không thể làm được. Và kiên nhẫn chính là thiền. Nên mình mong muốn là cái kiên nhẫn đó sẽ đền đáp cho bạn một cái không gian ở trong trí óc mà bạn có thể giải tỏa được bản thân. Trong thế giới hiện đại có nhiều thứ gây sao nhãng như thế này.
In recent years, the art of Western calligraphy has become popular in Vietnam. It attracts those looking to learn new styles of writing. On the weekend, many young people attend Hoang's workshops to practice Western calligraphy. After spending some time with letters and symbols, they have a new way to express their feelings.
Mình nghĩ là khi thực hành calligraphy thì các bạn trẻ sẽ hiểu thêm một cái gì đấy về bản thân của mình. Nó giống như một bộ môn năng khiếu, nhưng mà mình có thể thực hành nhiều hơn và dễ hơn. Các bạn sẽ tránh xa được những, ví dụ như tránh xa Facebook, tránh xa được máy vi tính và những thứ đại loại như vậy. Sau khi mà mình viết được một loại chữ mới thì mình hay viết thiếp, hoặc là mình viết thư gửi các bạn, hoặc là gửi nhân những ngày đặc biệt, hoặc là gửi những cái bạn ở nước ngoài. Thì thông thường mình thấy phản hồi từ các bạn rất là vui khi mà nhận được những cái tấm thiệp như vậy.
There are various styles of Western calligraphy. Lettering styles are distinguished by aesthetic and formal differences, the shapes of letters, the weight of strokes, and the roundness of corners. Students can learn the specific forms of letters and symbols, or add common flourishes to the ends of letters to make a piece of traditional writing more fancy.
Calligraphy nó không chỉ đơn thuần là viết chữ đẹp, mà nó là sự nghiên cứu cả nghệ thuật, cả khoa học. Cho nên nếu bạn muốn viết tốt thì hãy đọc trước về lịch sử, tập một chút về nét chữ và hãy suy nghĩ xem nó để làm gì, chứ không nên chỉ có bắt viết cho đẹp thôi, không thì nó không phản ánh hết tinh thần của nó.
Western calligraphy is a great hobby to try. With some basic techniques, you can even study online and practice at home. Calligraphy is not difficult to learn, however, it requires patience and daily practice to master.
You are tuning into Culture Mosaic, our weekly journal with the best picks of the week. The show features the rich cultural diversity of Vietnam and the vibrant international cultural events happening around the country. So don't go away, we have a lot more in the lineup coming up right now. Well, we now meet an extraordinary Swiss-born wildlife activist, photographer, and author. The Swiss ambassador to Vietnam has called him a real fighter who hasn't had a day off for over 30 years, seeking justice for the animals. And our VTV reporter Diệu Anh has a chance to sit down with him in our On the Mic corner this week. So without further ado, let's find out who his special guest is.
I feel I have to give a little bit back. It's going now very fast. The cages of the bears. It's up to us to decide when is enough. Enough is enough.
Hello, joining me now is Carl Arman, a wildlife photographer, author, and conservation activist. Welcome to the show. So what brings you to Vietnam this time?
I'm here with an American film team. They are doing a documentary on mostly ivory and rhino horn trade. And I have done a film like that before, so I know many of the locations in Southeast Asia where rhino horn and ivory is being sold. We have been in Myanmar, we have been in Laos, now we're here, we're going to China next. So I show them the demand side of who buys and consumes ivory and rhino horn.
I know that you studied economics, so what motivates you to do this work?
I moved to Africa very early in life after university, and Africa is a place where there's still big open spaces, nature was still intact, still lots of wildlife. So I've lived there now for 40 years, and I've seen things getting worse as far as wildlife and habitat is concerned. And I feel we humans should do more to try to protect it. It's going very fast, and I see it on a daily basis where I live in Africa. So basically what I see has motivated me to try to create some awareness of what I think some of the problems are.
On this trip to Vietnam, Carl also revealed a trailer for his upcoming documentary, Tiger Mafia. It started first by questioning the operation of the Tiger Kingdom in Thailand, where they claim that visitors can play with tigers in enclosures without chains.
As far as the average visitor is concerned, this is all great.
The film screening was hosted at the residence of the Swiss ambassador to Vietnam, André Mortel. The ambassador has always supported wildlife protection efforts and called Carl a real fighter.
He's somebody who has really given all his life on protecting animals. He loves animals, and he just has seen how humans in every continent have ways of ill-treating animals. So I think he's a fantastic example for us to look. We don't have to become like him, we cannot become like him, but we can learn from him, get inspired.
Carl first started as a wildlife photographer, illustrating the beauty and diversity of nature. However, for the last decade, he has realized that this approach to conservation does not work. Not wanting to give viewers a false sense of environmental security, Carl decided to expose the harsh truth about illegal trading and abuse of wildlife across the globe.
Do you think that it's necessary to shock the people and show the brutality of wildlife trafficking?
I mean, as I think I said early on, I moved to Africa for the beautiful images. I mean, that's, I wanted to see lions in the wild, I wanted to see elephants in the wild and so on. And then I realized that it's not all beautiful, that there's a lot of problems with those images. So I felt, okay, the world should know about it. So I started documenting that side of it. There's a lot of people documenting what I call world in order imagery. If you want to be a photographer and sell material, you photograph beautiful wildlife settings. If you are a filmmaker like BBC, David Attenborough, you document the world in order. That is very sellable. But I felt that there's a balance needed, that the world also needs to be told what's wrong, what's going wrong. So I've started concentrating on that about 20 years ago. I still go on safari sometimes, I still shoot beautiful images sometimes, but I feel my role is more in documenting what's going wrong and why it's going wrong and can we do something about it.
Thanks to the unique approach and his tireless efforts to protect the nature, Carl's work has been widely acclaimed in many arenas, and he is considered one of the world's top environmental journalists. In 2008, he was named the Hero of the Environment by Time magazine. For 5 consecutive years, Carl has won the World in Our Hands category for the BBC Wildlife Photographer of the Year award. Besides, Carl also writes. The Consuming Nature book that Carl worked on with others is a full-color coffee table book on the exploitation of African rainforests, with a focus on bushmeat. President Jacques Chirac of France was quite touched by these images and sent him a letter of appreciation.
I have been looking at some of your photos and I think that they are beautiful. So can you share with us some of the memorable experience behind those images?
I have been in trouble with animals because, I've pushed the envelope and taken risks, be it with elephants, be it with buffaloes in Africa, but I'm still here, I'm still alive. I've been bitten a few times, by monkeys and other things, but you know, I feel it was worth paying the price. I think the human predator is much more dangerous. I wasn't sure if I could return to Laos recently because there has been an NGO which has been using some of my material to make an issue about these casino towns where, you know, where anything goes, where there's tiger being eaten, restaurants offer tiger meat, and all that stuff is going on. So I wasn't sure if I was going to be safe going into this town again because I was associated with some of this coverage. So yes, you know, I guess there's a certain amount of risk.
Although born in Switzerland, Armand decided to reside in Africa as he embraced the wide open spaces and untouched wilderness there. Carl and his wife Kathy now share the 15-acre game ranch near Mount Kenya with their adopted chimpanzee orphans MZ and Billy, a home-reared cheetah orphan, Sasa, and dozens of visiting elephants, buffaloes, monkeys, and other local wildlife.
So what it's like to have chimpanzees, monkeys, and elephants live in your house?
Chimpanzees are like members of the family. I mean, they're like retarded children. I mean, they've lived with us for 28 years. In terms of intelligence and so on, the chimpanzee is, you know, is very smart. You have to mentally keep up with him. If you don't challenge them, if I read a magazine there and I don't pay attention, he will steal my magazine.
So how do you think that Vietnamese people can do to protect the wild?
My message is, take it more seriously. You know, there's a lot of people out there who care. Maybe not the average Vietnamese, not yet. I grew up in Switzerland like the ambassador. We polluted a lot of our rivers and our lakes. And then we spent a hell of a lot of money to clean them up again. We killed some animals, we're now reintroducing them, which costs us millions and millions. So does everybody have to make the same mistakes we made? Do we have to wipe it out to then say, now we're missing it, let's try to reintroduce some of them? So why not do something about stopping them from being wiped out in the first place?
Thank you so much, Carl, for joining our show today. We hope that all your plans go well. Now, Harry Potter is back for another round of magic struggles with the darkness and parents. The eighth installment of the Harry Potter series, the two-part play, will be published as a book this summer. Ahead of this event, we are going to get you to sit back and recall memories of the series' magical world through the Quidditch game, which has been introduced to youngsters in Hanoi. We will find out more about this game and the sort of acrobatic wizardry required to make the game a reality as we settle up on our broomsticks.
You're watching Quidditch, a fictional sport played on flying broomsticks in the world-famous Harry Potter series.
Okay, now let's see how the game's played in real life. I mean, on the ground in the capital city of Hanoi. Guys, brooms down. Are you ready? Yeah. Brooms up.
Từ khi có bộ truyện Harry Potter tràn vào Việt Nam với hiệu ứng của nó thì ai cũng biết rất là rộng lớn. Nhưng ở trong Harry Potter có một nội dung khá đặc biệt có thể ứng dụng được vào thế giới người bình thường. Đấy chính là bộ môn thể thao Harry Potter. Từ khi đọc truyện, mọi người đều rất là thích và tưởng tượng ra được những cái cảnh tranh cướp bóng rồi ghi điểm. Ước gì mình có thể chơi được môn này, ước gì mình được cưỡi một cái chổi bay. Thế sau một thời gian khá dài thì cái cộng đồng Harry Potterhead ở Việt Nam nó cũng khá là lớn rồi. Thì bọn mình có đủ cơ hội để thành lập một cái đội tuyển chơi một môn thể thao mô phỏng.
This is Draco Domians, the first and only Quidditch club in Hanoi. Today, they will show us how the game is played. In the book, a Quidditch team is made up of 7 players. But in order to adapt to the weather and physical conditions of the Vietnamese, Draco Domians plays with 6 on each team. Three chasers try to score goals with a volleyball called the quaffle. Two beaters use 2 dodgeballs called bludgers to disrupt the flow of the game by knocking out other players. A player must stop and return to their hoop if they have been hit. And there's a keeper.
Bộ môn này khá là có ý nghĩa. Thứ nhất là nó thúc đẩy trí tưởng tượng của mọi người. Và nó còn có một ý nghĩa nữa là bình đẳng giới, bởi vì đây là một trong những môn thể thao rất ít trên thế giới mà cả hai giới đều cùng chơi với nhau. Khi mà có cái môn này ở ngoài đời thì mình nghĩ là có thể lôi kéo được những người mà chỉ biết đọc sách và không hoạt động ngoài trời, không hoạt động thể thao, bỏ sách xuống và tham gia vào môn thể thao rất là hữu ích và rèn luyện sức khỏe như thế này.
Mình cũng là một fan hâm mộ bộ truyện nổi tiếng này, thế nên là mình quyết định tham gia cùng mọi người. Đây là bộ môn nó cũng khá là mệt ý, khi mà bạn phải phối hợp cùng một lúc rất là nhiều dụng cụ, đạo cụ mà cũng như là các cái hoạt động thể chất mà bạn phải sử dụng tập trung vào cùng một lúc. Vì thế là bạn cũng rèn được rất nhiều về thể lực của mình nữa.
In Latin, Draco Domians means the sleeping dragons. Most of these members are Harry Potter fans. Nobody here has a magic broomstick. A volleyball, football, and a simple stick will have to do. For hardcore Harry Potter fans like this guy, Văn Thiết, the game is rather attractive.
Mình là một fan ruột của Harry Potter. Mình đọc hết nó hết 7 cuốn truyện và đã xem hết các phim. Thế khi thấy cầm một cái cán gậy và lướt đi bằng chân thì thấy rất ngộ nghĩnh và thấy hài hước một tí. Được hôm nay chứng kiến các bạn chơi này thì rất là thích và thú vị, muốn được nhảy vào để chơi ngay với các bạn luôn.
Quidditch has gained a worldwide following, as shown by the establishment of the International Quidditch Association, which hosts the Quidditch World Cup Championship.
And welcome to the U.S. Quidditch World Cup 8!
That shit crack.
The Draco Domians Club in Hanoi was created early this June. The club is currently working on improving the official rules as well as the uniform and equipment. Quidditch, flying straight from the page to real life, promotes youth engagement, leadership, and physical activity among its players.
Are you ready?
Yes!
Brooms up!
And that's all we have time for today. Thanks for watching. Remember to check out our videos on social media and our websites vtv4.vn or youtube.com/vtv4girl. And we are always glad to see your messages, so please keep writing. I'm Dai Chang and look forward to see you very soon.